Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world.
We have already started here.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Saka.
He's had a shot! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Brahim Diaz.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Mendes. Petit kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Oh, terrible pass.
Oh,
Now the finish! No mistake! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that's it. That was always inevitable. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Aguirre. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Zubeldia. And Aguirre.
Out for a throw.
Zubimendi.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Olise. Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. Olise. And he's picked out the run. And he's there to get it away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Petit. And here's Saka.
That was lovely, that.
He's picked his way through. Keeper sees it all the way.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Hakimi. Olise. Munoz gets across to intercept that. Aramburu. And he's forced to go back. And Zubeldia. Zubimendi. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Petit
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Olise.
Brahim Diaz.
Olise.
Hakimi has it out wide and in space. Oh, he's got a sight of goal.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Totti. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Nice physical challenge. We are into stoppage time. And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Morocco head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So once again, we're underway.
Morocco clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Got a shot away!
It's a loose ball.
Ramiro deals with it effortlessly.
Sergio Gomez.
Brahim Diaz.
Olise.
Shot could be on.
Saka.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Morocco! And they've got their lead back.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Morocco go into the lead. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Well seen, saw that coming. Sergio Gomez. Subimendi.
Brahim Diaz.
Subimendi. Aramburu.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, what has happened here? It's a great ball.
Pedri.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's in plenty of space here.
Olise.
And that's a superb... And the shot! He's scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
So we've reached the hour mark.
Sergio Gomez.
Oh, great feat, that.
He has found a way through.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Aramburu.
Played back in.
Picked out.
Can he put it away?
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Gabriel. Hakimi. For Olise. Bastoni. Petit. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Zubeldia. Deftly away. Just eases him off the ball. Becker. Saka. Bastoni sends it crossfield. That's Brahim Diaz. That pass has been well intercepted. Neuer. Petit. That'll be a throw. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11, el dorsal 17.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
El dorsal 14. El dorsal
And back to the keeper they go. Aguirre.
Might want to be careful there.
Aramburu. Zubeldia. Aguirre. Engages and forces him off the ball. Endrick. Spread out to the left. Sucic. Baranachea. No, he's not getting any further than that. Hakimi with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Oyarzabal. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Totti looking understandably energised after his goal. Zubeldia. Mendes. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Petit. And Gabriel. Bastoni. Olise. Oh, he's found support out wide. And the ball is out of play. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And now they get him.
Well, why complicate matters, Peter? You need a goal as quickly as possible, and it could very well work with him in the lineup.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Subimendi. And that's really well manoeuvred. Endrick. And it's Petit. Musiala.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Musiala! It's loose now and they want to... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Zubeldia clears it away. And that's a throw-in. Oyarzabal, who does have an assist to his name. Baranachea. And that is as far as it goes. Morocco are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus.
We have already started here.
With shapes to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
It's little surprise, Peter, that this fella Tonali gets compared to some real legends of the game. The style of play, even his appearance. Yes, he'll be the one expected to take up a deeper role and play make from back there. But I see him as having a lot more than that in his game. His positioning is key. He reads the game particularly well. He's headed for stardom.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Strong running down that left flank.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Gordon. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Cher. Morocco, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Tonali. The fullback is in acres of space here. Trippier got a long way forward to join the attack. Totti. Brahim Diaz. It's Saka. He's picked his way through. Cher defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he stands tall, impenetrable. He's shifting through the gears here. Murphy. Willock! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Musiala. Murphy. Oh, that's fabulous. Murphy goes steaming forward. And he's cut it out. Murphy! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Hakimi. Musiala. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Ødegaard. Spread it left. Now that is commitment to the cause. Morocco with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. Tonali. Willock. Gordon. Oh, he's caught him in or out. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Ødegaard has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Brahim Diaz. Now Ødegaard. Totti. Well read, nice interception. Oh, a delicate chip through. Bastoni. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Endrick with the foul. Murphy. Trippier has it out wide and in space. That's a good ball played into space. Swung over.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Gordon.
Morocco couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
Hakimi is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's got away. Has a go! Oh, in he goes again! Marvellous goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Simplicity itself.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Morocco come in having established that lead, a game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
And we're underway again.
Morocco carrying a one-goal lead. Oh, played through for the wide man. Ødegaard. Gabriel. Musiala. Ødegaard. Gabriel. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Oh, perfectly measured that. Real chance here. And the finish! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Petit. And he goes cross-field. For Musiala. Hakimi. And here's Brahim Diaz. Now the finish! And he's there to get it away. Hakimi.
Still just a single goal between the sides.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Gordon. He's found a way through. Hall. Gordon. And he's managed to get free. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And here's Gordon. And here's Isak. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Played out wide. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Brahim Diaz. Bruno Guimaraes. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card and he walks. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
That is a great pick out. Gordon, he has found the way through.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Brahim Diaz gets into some space. Saka, can he finish?
Oh, that was venomous.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And he can clear it away. Just about up to 75 minutes. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Morocco leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Brahim Diaz.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Endrick. That's a shade optimistic. Musiala! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Tonali.
Morocco still ahead by the game's only goal.
And it's Trippier. He could be in here.
Tries a header! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Morocco choosing to make the first change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Newcastle grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner. You wonder...
Can he put it away? Willock. Tonali.
This is the time you need that pace.
Willock. Dembele. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gordon chasing after it. Can he spark a counter here? Bastoni with a definite foul there. Trippier. And he cuts out the supply.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Now it's Sané. He's got away. And the shot! And he thumps it clear. Gordon. And that will be the final act.
So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in.
Well, what are your thoughts on...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
And they can counter here. Marcos Alonso. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Now it's Totti.
Totti was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Chooses to go back.
He's tried one! Oh my word, that is quite something! A finish right from the top draw! And Morocco score first! An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it.
Hakimi proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Petit.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just...
Can he put it away? And he hits the net. And they're at it again in double quick time. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Morocco are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell.
Now the finish! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And Neuer pulls off a sensational save. Shapes to shoot. Saka.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Totti. Brahim Diaz. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Totti having a look.
This he really fancies, Peter. The second it was awarded, his brain went into overdrive.
Marcos Alonso. Endrick. He's gone for goal. Oh, it's come loose. Turns and goes back. Amrabat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Pretty robust defending.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The pass has gone astray. Amrabat. Gabriel. Spread it left. Bastoni. It's Pedri. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Not the most accurate pass. He rises! And that has sent him sprawling. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And the counter is on. Brahim Diaz carries the ball down the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. No, he's not getting any further than that. Pedri. It's a pretty loose pass. Amrabat. And here's Totti. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Amrabat. Out to the left it goes.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Morocco just didn't want the half-time whistle to be blown. Convincing and controlled.
Morocco sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
El ganador de la camiseta oficial del equipo que sorteamos hoy será quien tenga el número de entrada que coincida con el que aparecerá en el marcador dentro de unos segundos.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Spread out to the left. Pedri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. A lot of space ahead of him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was...
Can he finish? Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are cruising away. That was a given. It always was.
Totti really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
A case now of complete control. Can he get onto this? He's picked his way through.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Pedri! It goes to show he is human after all.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Marcos Alonso.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Oh, it's just a little long.
Defending of the desperate variety.
No way through, so back it comes. Pedri. And he's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Pedri! And that tested the keeper.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Oh, strongly challenged there. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
And they've switched it over to the other side. Saka, who's set up one goal so far.
Over to the left.
Now it's Petit.
Oh, played right into his path. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Marcos Alonso. Brahim Diaz.
That was lovely, that.
Hakimi does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Morocco with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
In with a header! No mistake! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Gets a good foot in there.
Saka is the guilty party there. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Aspas. Saka.
Brahim Diaz really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Decent hit! He's gone for goal! Good reason for optimism here.
Now it's Pedri. Pinches it off him.
He's having a go! Oh, denied at the last.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And the header!
Bastoni cuts it out. Petit. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Aspas. And he's managed to get free. That's good vision. Real chance here.
Looking for the runner. And the shot! And another try! Can he finish? They've scored!
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
Vigo grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. He's going for goal! And that is the last effort of the game.
So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature.
We have already started here.
Bastoni. Gabriel. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Sarr.
Hughes.
Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Back into the middle. Now there's a...
And Sané! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Morocco clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Crystal Palace are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Sarr. Mateta. And Munoz.
Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there.
Bastoni. Pedri. And they've switched it over to the other side. And it's Totti. Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Totti. Now it's Sané.
Pedri.
Has a goal! He's got a goal! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, great header! Sticks it away! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Well, it's very well played because it's so easy to get those wrong.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Devaney.
He is through here.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Amrabat.
Brahim Diaz.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Lerma. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Oh, no joy this time.
That's good play. Tries the cut back, and the shot!
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Bastoni. Petit. Pedri has found the net here, of course. And Bastoni. Gabriel. And Amrabat. Mitchell wins the duel this time.
30 minutes gone.
Mateta. Devaney. And that's gone loose.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Up for a header! He will be livid with himself.
Petit. And it's Sané. Amrabat. That's Brahim Diaz.
Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Looking tidy in possession here.
Pedri.
There he goes, motoring forward. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Now it's Pedri.
Nice control.
Now it's Petit. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Lerma did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, what a mistake! And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
This possibly the last play of the half. Tries a header!
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
No, he didn't quite meet it right.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more.
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Morocco come in at half-time, largely satisfied with where they are. After a half which has certainly had its moments, has been lit up with some flair from time to time. The scoreline in their favour at the break, 2-1.
Substitution for Morocco, number 11.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Is number 24, Messi.
Hakimi. Looking for options for movement.
Oh, important interception.
Morocco come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Munoz did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
This is promising. Messi. Brahim Diaz
Is onto it in a flash. Gabriel. And it's Sané. Oh, it's Petit. Pedri. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
tries a shot!
And he's really put himself on the line here.
Lerma.
Deveni. Oh, strongly challenged there. Amrabat takes control of it and he's on the move. He's found a way through.
Brahim Diaz!
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Sarr.
And they can counter here. Just eases him off the ball.
He's picked his way through.
Brahim Diaz!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Substitution.
Pass somewhat off target.
Morocco
are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Nice interception, well timed.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Endrick, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Could be danger here. Now who's going to be first to this?
Amrabat.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Morocco surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
The referee's awarded a free kick.
Substitution in progress.
Looking to widen the gap even further here. Sane with a real chance here. Messi! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Wharton. Mitchell. That's a throw. Hakimi has got himself a free kick. Gabriel. Messi. It's Pedri. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lacroix. Guehi. Hughes. And Wharton. Oh, can he get onto this? He's got away. França proves just a little bit too strong. Well, that is a good challenge from him.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Morocco moments now away from seeing this one out. Can he finish? It's in! Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
The goal scorer for Morocco.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. 2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Number 8.
And he's there to clear it.
Number 10. Brahim Diaz. Number 15.
And it's Messi.
Patrick.
And Messi! Oh, nearly, nearly.
Number 42. Musiala. Number 7. Dembele. Number 9. Kane. Number 6. Bukayo Saka. There will be 3 minutes at a time.
And that will be it. Morocco are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game?
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Vlasic. Oh, strongly challenged there. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's picked his way through. Hakimi. Now there's a fine ball. Decent hit! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Sousa, under an awful lot of pressure. That is good strength. And it's Kane.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Kane! Sticks it away! 2, and we've barely begun here.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Morocco are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Hakimi.
Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear.
Casadei. Brahim Diaz. And claimed it back swiftly. Pedri. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Chooses to go back.
And that has left him in a heap. Hakimi. Amrabat. Gabriel. And Bastoni. It's Pedri. Pedri! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Pedri actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Morocco with the corner, they're first. Maripan gets it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Sousa clips it so gently. He's got away. Bastoni defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Hakimi. Adams.
There they go, hunting again.
That pass isn't the best. He's found a way through.
Goes down, but nothing given. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
And it's Petit. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Gabriel. Morocco looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Spread neatly. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pedri. Petit. Amrabat. Kane. Endrick. And he welcomes it in. Now that's well seen too. Caramo. Now Sousa. And he's had it nicked away. Pedri. Caramo.
Could move up a gear here.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Good read, needed to be. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Morocco in control at half-time, 2-0.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
That gets things going for the second half.
Morocco do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Hakimi,
Who's set up one goal so far.
Bastoni, Koundé. Now he's off and running.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He is through here.
Saka's delivery.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers.
Koundé.
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Saka showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Morocco
Are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Casadei.
Paramo!
Pedri. And he goes cross-field. It's Saka.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
The pass has gone astray. And it's Kane. Pedri. Pedri belts one. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 18. Lascia il campo per il numero 91.
Sousa. Hakimi is the guilty party there. Hakimi did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
Koundé does really well to win the ball there. Maripan cuts it out. Endrick. And that could set him on his way. Endrick going about things with real menace. Lovely feet. Pedri, that's a lovely pass.
Can he finish? They are rampant! And the lead is extended still further.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And reclaimed it in a trice. Zapata. Looking for options for movement. And for a moment you felt...
Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
A whisker away from making it 4.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 4.
Morocco have their second corner now.
Numero 16.
Elmas
Is there and he can get that clear.
Kane touches it back.
He's going for goal!
And he's lifted it over.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Pedri picks it up from the goal kick. Now that looks a decent ball.
This is promising.
And he's cut it out. Now, what about a counter-attack? That is ended up in no man's land. Strokes it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Saka. Oh, good take.
Chance!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Deftly away. Pedri.
Speculative strike.
And that will sail harmlessly past.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
No way through there.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
Can he latch on to this?
Oh, great chance! And the shot! He scores!
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensive.
So that's it. It is all over. Morocco can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically.